Hello everyone, I've been asked if a layout update has been done, which it hasn't. Been waiting for a few items to show up. And no track has been added. I've been working on other things. There are 4 new locomotives, 7 pieces of rolling stock, and a surprise. Or it was for me when I got it, because it was more than I was anticipating. The reason of the surprise is why the Alco Walters powered rotary is out, because the rotary I've been working on is all done. I got the motor in, didn't work well. A friend wanted to take a look at the wiring work, who's better at wiring than I am, so he took a look. He did it for me, and then he added a little surprise in, which I wasn't expecting, which is another reason why the Alco is sitting there. Because as you can see, I'm just turning the power onto the layout. The Alco moves and the Athearn one doesn't. That's because it's iffy, but it turns the blade and it moves on its own, forward and backwards. So it's a locomotive in its own right. Sorry about not talking and just having the camera aimed. I'm wanting to do this a certain way. So, just taking the 2 plows off. So I want to show the rolling stock neck, which is attached. It's not a new locomotive. And if you've been watching YouTube, you've probably seen these cars before, but I want to just verify which ones are new and which ones aren't, because on freight I'll put all stuff onto a freight train or a passenger train. The club was selling off some of their rolling stock, or parting with I should say. Make a good donation, you get, when the club members are able to take some rolling stock off. I only claimed 6. But the Chicago Northwestern one came into the hobby store near me. It's an Atlas, so I picked it up for the locomotive over there, and the F7 unit, which we saw in the last update. Also, it's the Rock Island, Chesapeake and Ohio, Chicago Northwestern, Burlington route with the opening bottom hatches, another ballast car, Southern Pacific Gondola with New York Central load, and New York Central double door box car. Now I'm going to stand this is out of the way. I can start showing the locomotive. None of which are DCC'd, so one is a steam, there's 2 diesels and 1 electric. And unfortunately the steam engine doesn't run. I found out after the motor is cooked, but I'll work on it, see if I can bring it back to life. The steam engine is a 262 from Bachmann for New York Central. And the reason I've turned off the layout is, well, these 2 won't be affected. The other one is a Southern Pacific Black Widow from Athearn. It was undecorated. The guy that was selling it hand-did it. I don't think you can see very well in the video, but the decals are sort of coming off around the vent, but he did a great job painting it up. The horn is missing, but besides that, he did a very good job. Of that order of 4 locomotives I placed last year of new Athearn products, second one has shown up of the order, so that leaves 2 more, one of which is a Norfolk Southern SD40-2 high nose, but we have now completely forgotten what the 4th engine is. Well, this is a Santa Fe Kodachrome SD45. It showed up. It's got very good detail on it. I haven't put all the fuel tank details. There's bits that are supposed to go into there and there. I haven't put them on yet. The beacon light works. And finally, we got a good deal on this engine, and I'm happy to finally have one. As a lot of you saw in the video when I did the Pennsylvania Freight, you'll have seen this one. So just by saying that, some of you now know exactly what this engine is. It took a while for me to finally find a good deal on one. Here it is, Pennsylvania GG1 in their green with 5-pin stripe. This one still has the stock springs, and the original owner kept it down all the time, so they've gotten, these springs have adjusted to being down. That's why they don't spring up very well. This one had no springs in it, so I replaced them with two. They're a little shorter than the stock ones, which is why you let go, they spring right back up unless you lock it down. And that's it. New rolling stock, new locomotives, and the cab forward is out getting work done. And I'm getting rid of those frickin' orange headlight and tail light. It's getting a bigger speaker put in. Besides that, I've been pretty preoccupied at work. They've got me. I am now a welder at work, so I have to keep myself focused on all that. Oh, well, actually, there is one other locomotive I completely forgot about. It's tucked away. I traded a club member. I now no longer own any DD40s. I traded the club member my other DD40. Just getting the dust off. We've been doing a bit of renovation work, and the dust is on the locomotive for this Rio Grande SD9 from, it says Lifelike on the bottom, but I can probably guarantee it's a Proto 2000, because for a lot of you, if you look under Proto 2000s, they'll say Lifelike, and just either prove me wrong or prove me right. Yeah, like here, this Pennsylvania PAB unit is Proto 2000. There are the boxes. Yet on the bottom, I guarantee you probably can't see it, it says Lifelike. It's great quality. The door is open. So try to get out of the light. Besides that, now I'm pretty sure I didn't mention this engine in the last update. The one thing I've been focused on right now, there was a Western Pacific on eBay GS64 from MTH. Unfortunately, I had too much on hold at the hobby store, so where at the point I could not put a bid. The guy wanted $300 for it. Now there is a bid on it. It ends tonight, so I know for a fact I've lost it. So I just got to keep an eye out for another one. And hopefully I can start cleaning up the layout where the town will actually look like a town. Start doing that type of work in the engine shop and everything. I'll get the lights back up and running. Since I DCC'd the track, the lighting has been an issue. It doesn't cooperate fully, so and I can't guarantee this will stay in my collection, because the reason I got this, because you all say, oh, you have two of these now, or I don't. I brought it to the club to work on it when I had it done right and had it running with this engine and the Penzi, which is over there. Another club member came in who loves Trainmasters. He's got 9 now thanks to that one. And he's a retired police officer, one I don't want to mess with. He pretty much said that I'm not leaving the club with it. And he also said that he'll give me a lot of this excess rolling stock and all that he has of box cars and all his other things. It's the same one I got the New York Central Boxer there from. Well, he bought this off a club member, because I was going to buy it off a club member anyway, and then traded it to me, because I knew I had another one coming. I just need to redo the wiring from this truck to the motor and here to the motor. That piece he soldered on, and he soldered it on to the point where it just rotted off, so that is all. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed